Them a killer, cold-blooded killer. Police, them a killer. Police a killer, them now I say we a chill ya. What's when my driving away Benz and Beamer? Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Police a killer, them now I say we a chill ya. What's when my driving away Benz and Beamer? Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Oh no, listen for me, lingua. If you ever know what some policeman in you woulda shot gun for your vat attack when your ears are the cops them go searching shop. Come investigate the matter, hurts with the pack. Inspector Barrett no a card pad, don't lick the stash. Come fill it me pack, but you no get a shot. Chop him on him head top, bury up a dove cat. Police a killer them now I say we a chill ya. What's when my driving away Benz and Beamer? Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Police a killer, them now I say we are chill ya. What's when my driving away Benz and Beamer? Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Just kick back and listen. Look on the sign, them on the wall, what it with. Look on the case file, how them going missing. So some man I go like say I them now in the mingle. You seem they never learn a lesson. A steam ya a blow like water in a kettle. Them banket drop this I wanna make a level. I stand to all them village and them and they make to heaven like a lucky seven. Police a killer them now I say we a chill ya. Cause when my driving away Benz and Beamer. Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Police a killer, them now I say we are chill ya. Cause when my driving away Benz and Beamer. Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Them a killer. Police, them a killer. Them a killer. Cold-blooded killer. Police a killer, them now I say we a chill ya. Cause when my driving away Benz and Beamer. Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner. Police a killer, them now I say we a chill ya. Cause when my driving away Benz and Zina. Quick response, say them here with the wrong, so we are the most expensive dinner.
Number one, David Brown. It's a boy Joving again.
My guy, I got the vibes, I got the juice. I got some girls in the mood. Some girls really like to the groove, yeah. I say I got the vibes, I got the juice. I got some girls in
David
the
Brown.
mood. Some girls really like to the groove, yeah. Them they make girls say chisuru. Anytime when we drop money not the language, oh, I got my voltage, oh, got my own page, oh, I roll it down there, roll it.
Feel 'em, drop it down, let the people feel 'em. From the east to the west, all the girls them feel 'em. This brown new sound, everybody them feel 'em. Yeah, them make them feel 'em. Drop the sound, the music them feel 'em. All the fine girls them come, them feel 'em. The motor are quiet, but the people them feel 'em. Yeah.
My guy, I got the vibes, I got the juice. I got some girls in the mood. Some girls really like to the groove, yeah. I say I got the vibes, I got the juice. I got some girls in the mood. Some girls really like to the groove, yeah. Olololo, 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 olololo. Them they make us a chisuru. Ololo, ololo. Anytime when we drop ololo, ololo, ololo.
Say I got the juice, I got the vibe. So now me be the guy she want knock for the night. Say my back and I make her feel alright. Are you? Baby, let me be your teacher. Come with your sister. My guys go please her, yo. Cause anything you want, say it there. For this area, come back, we start, yo. She don't fall for me. You don't go funny. Baby, come let me cover you. Anything you define, all on me, Joving.
Them they make us a chisuru. Ololo, ololo. Anytime when we drop ololo, 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 ololo. Them they make us a chisuru. Ololo, ololo. Anytime when we drop ololo, ololo, ololo.
Specializes in horoscope, fortune telling, psychic readings, and spiritual guides. With over 30 years of experience, she has been touching lives positively, bringing hope to the broken, healings to the depressed, and answers to the questions about nature. You can call Sister Dobong on 718-253-7273. The number again, 718-253-7273. Or you can also come to 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn in New York. 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York.
War and crime in a Babylon. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. But it's a war and crime in a Babylon. War and crime in a Babylon. In this time, you've got to make up your mind. Whoa, whoa. But it's a war and crime in a Babylon. War and crime in a Babylon. Youth man, you've got to make up your mind. Yeah, yeah. It was just the other day I read it in the paper where a brother shot his own brother for only $1. Yeah, yeah. It was just the other day I read it in the paper where a brother shot his own brother for only $1. Yeah, yeah. But it's a war and crime in a Babylon. War and crime in a Babylon. In this time, you've got to make up your mind. Whoa, whoa. But it's a war and crime in a Babylon. War and crime in a Babylon. Youth man, you've got to make up your mind. Bob Marley, leave the law. He is the owner of the law. Peter taught him leave the law. But Redux just a mash up the law. Now let's say him leave the law. But the works must carry on. So keep still, judge of people keep still. Let Pinky Dread tell you what you want, what you want. War and crime in a Babylon. Ooh, war and crime in a Babylon. In this time, you've got to make up your mind. Whoa, whoa. But it's a war and crime in a Babylon. Ooh, war and crime in a Babylon. Youth man, you've got to make up your mind. Listen to me one day. All right. Yeah. Listen to me one day. All right. Oh, yeah. So you got to be cool, you got to be smart, you got to be conscious, yeah. So you can know the right from the wrong, yeah. In this time, youth man, so you got to stand strong. All the wicked man, them a rule Babylon. Lord warn you, but it's a war and crime in a Babylon. War and crime in a Babylon. In this time, you've got to make up your mind. Whoa, whoa. War, rumors of war. War, rumors of war. War in the east and war in the west. War all over this land. War every corner of this earth. And I know your life ain't worth. War, ooh Lord, rumors of war. War, rumors of war.
Radio. Right, you're listening to King and Queen Radio. Right,
I'm gonna let it shine. Say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Boy, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. As a little boy going to church, listening to the word of Jah. The scripture was read, telling of his brethren, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel in the lion's den. Peter, James, and John, how we make them fishers of men. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. The sun was made to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night. Singing, love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Boy, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Yeah. Love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Boy, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. When I was a child, I speak as a child. I understood as a child. Now I become a man. I put away childish things. Now things and time has gone by. I pray my soul to King. Satan was bound for 1,000 years, but silent river runs deep. Boy, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Boy, love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Boy, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. This the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Boy, as a little boy going to church, listening to the word of Jah. The scripture was read, telling of his brethren, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel in the lion's den. Peter, James, and John, how he makes them fishers of men. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. The sun was made to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night. Singing, love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Oh, say to love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Oh, love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Oh, love Rastafari and give Jah the glory. Yeah. Love Rastafari and give Jah the glory.
Whoa, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com and SisterDobong.com. And I got a host alongside me this evening, and she's going to host the show with me. Hi, Juliana. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with us this evening, and it's a great pleasure. Bring it. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great pleasure. You know, I have to have my. Did you get me some ice, please? Fill it up with ice. Thank you. Okay, so it's a pleasure being here with you this evening, and we got a lot of things to talk about. I want to say big thanks up to our manager over there and to our DJ tonight as well. I think he's gonna be taking over the show because he's replacing the other DJ for now. So we got to make some changes because I had prepped the show another way, but we gonna do it this way. Hey, folks out there worldwide, so many people out there listening tonight. We want to thank you. Juliana is here, and we got some great things to talk about. Me and her, we can talk all day and all night because we've known each other for years. So we can get into a lot of things. We can talk. We're going to be talking about art. Thank you. We're going to be talking about art. You're in my house, so we don't have to be proper here because we at home. So you just be yourself and be relaxed and just let the energy flow how you feel. So tell the people a little bit about you so they'll know who you are.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up close to here, and I met Sister Dobong, I don't know if it was 2014 or 2014. Something like that, about 10 years ago, and I was 22, and now I'm 32, and I'm a professor.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. What else do you want to know?
The first time when you come in here, you took some pictures.
Yes, I'm a photography professor, and I love to take pictures.
Yeah, tell us about being a photography professor. What is it about? What it's like?
What is it like? Well, it's pretty fun. My students are pretty great, but they are of a different generation than me and you.
Oh, God, yeah.
And so sometimes I feel like they kind of can be a little bit hard to impress, if that makes sense. They're so used to seeing everything in the world online.
Right, online. So when you try to tell them something, you really can't tell them anything. And that is terrible. What they are missing out, the reality of their world as being young.
I know.
Because they are losing their childhood. Because even my boy, I have to tell him sometime, shout out to Ricky Bevel. Even to my boy, I have to tell him sometime, slow down. It's, but you really don't know.
I know. They think they know because they've seen it, but they haven't lived it.
You haven't lived it.
So that's tricky to kind of get them to understand. But I love them, and it's great. And then sometimes I also teach classes through prison college programs.
Oh, yeah, the prison college. Yes. Now, that was fun with you.
It's kind of weird to say that teaching in prison or going into prison is fun, but, the students there, they are the most humble, beautiful, open.
You like me. I love prison people. And maybe me and you will start a show to reach out to the prisoners, and because you got the affiliation there, so we can easily start something up.
Nothing's easy with the Department of Correction, but we could try. We can try. They have so many hoops to jump through, which aren't impossible. There
not
is
impossible.
A podcast at San Quentin, actually, that's
really
good. Yeah, it's called Ear Hustle.
Ear Hustle.
Ear Hustle.
Ear Hustle. Oh.
Yeah. So that one's really good. Anyway, the students were great there, so that's always my favorite thing to do. It's just the most rewarding.
Because what you want to understand about the prison people, not everybody in prison deserve to be there, and not only that, they are human beings regardless.
Exactly.
And sometimes I'm understanding there's so many people in prison that really don't belong there. So that's a situation need to be corrected, but I don't think it ever going to be corrected with the way we got laws and the way the laws set up. But yet, and though our president, since he's a republic, it states in the republic Constitution that you cannot stop a president from running, they're not responsible for their criminal act.
I know. And meanwhile, you have people, especially New York actually, I mean, I'm not saying it's great, but you have to think about also the states in the South where people are really, really locked up for minor things.
Oh my God,
for
I
their
got
entire
a
life.
friend down there now locked up. Well, he was arguing with his mother, and the people say he slapped the mother, and at the time she was angry, and she said, yeah, and now he's doing almost 7 years.
It's crazy, right?
And he can't get out, and he tried to make the institution way, and that's not even helping either. So, it's a situation with this prison. Thank God for New York prisons. Now, they got heaven.
honestly,
They
it's,
got heaven because if they was down south somewhere, trust me, it is not good.
yes, and all, especially when there's a lot of racist guards, and of course, the further south you get, I guess the worse that gets, just because it's so embedded in like the culture.
So, by the way, who would you really want to vote for?
Oh my God.
Can you say it?
Can I say it?
Crazy as it seems, Biden.
Of course.
Even though I'm
yeah.
not going to vote, but I'm not into the voting thing. Sorry. And want to say shout out there to Claire Bear, and she's a teacher too. Big up to you, all the teachers listening out
Yes.
here. So
Yes.
we got a teacher right here, Claire, with us.
And thank you, teachers, for your service. It's not
yes,
an easy
teachers,
job.
it's not an easy job being a
Not
teacher.
easy, no. But anyway, who will I vote for? I think Biden will drop out of the race
Yes.
because he should, because he'll probably die if he doesn't have a heart attack. And honestly, I really respect the elderly, and yet I still think he needs to kind of reconsider the position he's putting the country in by running with
Yeah.
so little of his brain really intact. He should retire. Wouldn't you want to?
I
At
would love to.
84?
I would love to retire
84
now, and I'm
years
not
old?
even 84.
It's a,
If I had the money he was sitting on, a girl. Are you
but
kidding
anyway,
me?
so if Kamala runs, I would happily vote for her. I don't think she's perfect, but she's certainly better than Trump. So we'll
Yeah.
see, I guess.
Well, with Trump threatening the world, and I'm not against Trump or any of them because I really don't care. As long as I can eat and live good and the world is going pretty good, I don't know what is good and bad really anymore.
I know. Well, also that's
Because
hard
it's
to
no
tell.
religion, it's no old-fashioned ways. It's where are we living?
I
Do
don't
you
know.
feel sometime lost?
I feel lost, but maybe less lost than other people.
And you're 33 years of age, 34,
32.
32, and you feel lost?
Not so much, but when it comes to global issues like war, and children dying, then I feel lost because I feel like there's plenty I can do for my community and, even people in prison here in New York, things like that. But when it comes to the world over, I feel like there's nothing I can do to help. I feel like it's just totally out of my control as much as people protest and do everything they can to stop war. It continues.
All right, so I'm going to bring in our DJ because he he have a great show. And we want to take your intake on it, their manager.
Well, I'll go with a quote that was from Mother Teresa when somebody asked her to go to an anti-war protest, and she said, "Please don't make me go to an anti-war protest." And the reason she said that is because even if you're protesting against war, you're still focusing on war. And I mean, this world is this reality is made up of frequency. So the frequency you put out is always going to be the frequency you receive. So an anti-war protest is putting out the same energy as war.
Okay, what do you have to say about that? Did you hear him because it's kind of low?
Yes, I heard. Exactly. So I don't even disagree with that. But then I think, okay, so what I would like to do instead of protesting is like go and give the children food who are starving or whatever. And that's impossible because who could afford that flight? And I mean, I just don't have I feel like I don't have the power or the financial means to provide what people need if you're not protesting. So then I'm like even more lost because if protesting doesn't work and isn't the right energy to be putting out, then what the hell can we do?
Yeah, what happened with protesting? Because in the past, it really worked. But now it turns into something else. It turned into a crazy people playground.
Every time I go into town, they're protesting over the
Everywhere
Israel and Palestine, you know, which, you know, I mean, that's...
well, what is about Palestine going on with that, too?
See... That's getting pretty complicated. I mean, what it boils down to is that there's 50 different nations right now that are in some type of armed conflict. 50 nations in this world.
50 nations in this world?
There's 50 nations right now that are at war.
Oh, at
50.
war.
Oh, at war.
At
You're
war,
saying
in conflict.
Palestine isn't the only country being
There, you know, it's
targeted.
World War
Well,
III
you're
has
absolutely
started.
right with that, because they never talk about the African countries.
I know.
And let me tell you right now in Kenya, certain parts of Kenya, they murdering by the millions.
Yeah, and
And I
where
mean
is it
just
they got the
wiping people
riots?
out, just wiping them out. And you never hear nothing on the news about it.
Yeah, and you just had Niger and 2 other countries split off from everything and form their own like alliance. So
here I am, more lost. You see?
Yeah, what happens in a case now, we put Biden in the office. What do you think he's going to do?
About the war
Yeah.
in Palestine? I mean, he doesn't. I don't know that it matters who's in office. I feel like America only cares about having a foothold in the Middle East. And because they need a foothold in the Middle East and Israel is their ally, they will back Israel forever. Because if they don't, they have no allies in the Middle East and they're scared of what might happen. Do I think that's right?
That almost make me want to agree with him, which I shouldn't. But if we do, because we are Americans, and we have to talk for our country, regardless where our family come from, we are here.
I know.
So
and I
it
don't want to
take-
be in danger, but also I don't want my
we
tax
feel sorry
dollars.
for our ancestors, ancestry, and all that. But we still Americans. And folks, I know you don't want to understand this, but even though you're from another country, if you are a citizen here, you are an American. And you need to worry about what's going on here, because that's why you hopefully became a citizen. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You
would
didn't
think
give up
so.
your country family, but you gave up your country right, except Jamaica. Jamaica is a dual country.
Right.
And there's another country like that too, the Virgin Islands. I think the one from DJ Turtle from the Virgin Islands. That's right.
yeah, Texas about to get hit with a Category 1, that same one that hit the islands last
Oh,
week.
my
is gonna
God,
make
and it just
No,
landfall
hit
in
it
Grenada.
hit.
Texas.
It was flooded the whole highway.
Did
I
it
just
hit?
saw it.
Listen,
It hit.
Yeah.
Folks, we have a condolence going out to all the Grenadians out there. We got a lot of Grenadian friends out there, and we want to say our condolence going out to you. And shout out there to you is Meek Jones, hi cousin, all my cousins joining up. Hey, this is Shay. Oh, okay, Shay. Shay will be writing you. If you want to write us, folks, you can write us on, Shay, give them where they can write us, please.
Any and all of the social medias.
Oh, I forget that. You got everything. Just write us on the social media, King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com, and it will show up, and Shay will be able to answer you. So we'll take you to a little music and give you a little break, and we'll come right back.
a car home. I am Igbo and Hausa and Yoruba and many more. I am Nigeria. I am Fulani and Kanuri, Ijaw, and Ibibio. I am Nigeria. I am Igbo and Hausa and Yoruba and many more. I am Nigeria. I am Fulani and Kanuri, Ijaw, and Ibibio. I am Nigeria. Go see the soil is rich, but still no food. Poverty don't wait to mango too. As anger follow you, see as politicians they don't let you. And all these suffer, see them put up for your head. Election rich, then tell you not better tomorrow. Oh, which kind of life we lead? The power go bring people back. Governments waiting them smart, cause see as not they fat. And every day, not the same thing. Sunday come not church to go clean out the sin. I am Igbo and Hausa and Yoruba and many more. I am Nigeria. I am Fulani and Kanuri, Ijaw, and Ibibio. I am Nigeria. I am Igbo and Hausa and Yoruba and many more. I am Nigeria. I am Fulani and Kanuri, Ijaw, and Ibibio. I am Nigeria. No be today, where the maga don't reach them conte like wish. No be today, where the mango sweet with couple roja come.
Okay, I want to say a big shout out to my Nigerian team out there in that song, Nigeria. So you know what, folks, big up to y'all, my Nigerian teams, and we'll be live 12 midnight coming directly from Nigeria. Yes, me and my team, and I'll big up to your lot Sunday out there. Billion, big up to you, Valentine and Manny and so many of us out there. I can go on and on and on. But I want to say big up to the team out there and the new artist that just joined us. I shall have his material soon and have him on live. And yeah, we got so many new people joining the team here. And I want to say a big shout out. We got a new guest coming on soon. Okay, we got a phone call. Okay. You want to call in the number 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820 to talk tonight. And Juliana is here, and I'm here. Again, it's 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. Okay, let me take that caller. Hello, caller.
Yes. Hello, Zina. This is Aaron Bates. I'm calling in through the show.
Okay.
I just want to tell everyone out there, I'm the marketing director for King Queen Radio and BrooklynStation.com. We would love to promote your music and business on our radio stations. And if you're interested, please give me a call on my work phone number 732-666-8403. Again, my name is Aaron Bates, and please give me a call at 732-666-8403. If you get my voicemail, always leave your name and number, and I'll call you back. And have a great show, Zina.
Yes, Mr. Aaron Bates, big up to you. Mr. Aaron Bates, give you a shout out to your sponsor, because he deserves a good sponsor, and let the people know who he is. Hello, are you there? Okay, that's Mr. Aaron Bates. Okay, folks, you can check. We have a law firm. You check it out on King and Queen Radio. You want to check out our law firm and give him a call. Any problems you're having, any situation you're going through, you can call Robinson Law Firm, and you'll find the number on King and Queen Radio, also BrooklynStation.com. That's Robinson Firm. So if you have anything to do with lawyers out there, make sure you give a call. Check out the page, King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. It's a beautiful evening here in New York City, and me and Juliana and we had to discuss it because she Juliana and my family name is Giuliano. That's a coincidence.
Yes, it is.
Because Giuliano, and we spell it, we changed our way of spelling it from the old Italian way, Giuliano to Juliano, and you spell yours?
Juliana. Yes. My parents didn't like the super Italian version. They thought the J was prettier.
Yeah,
But then everybody thinks I'm Latina.
Yeah.
They say Juliana Novello.
Yeah, Giuliano
Because it's
Novello.
not spelled
And
like
you
of
know,
Italian.
sometimes we was talking, because when I was young, I was raised Italian, used to speak Italian fluently, but I didn't forget much. I still know it. She had me singing in Italian the other day, and I couldn't even pronounce the words. The words was the hardest word I ever seen.
They were hard words. But it was Arrivederci Roma, right?
Arrivederci Roma. Arrivederci Roma.
And all the rest of the words are impossible.
Let me hear you sing it.
No way. I'm a bad singer. Spare the guests.
Well,
the horror of
we
my voice.
What we got to do one day is come in here and give us some good Italian recipes.
Oh, that's a great
you
idea.
know, we know some good recipes.
I have one right now.
Oh yeah, well let's go for it.
So there is a recipe from Umbria, the region my father was born in, and it's like Umbrian lentils. It's really, really easy. You just put some olive oil in a pan, onions, celery, and carrots. You saute them, okay, let them brown a little bit. Then you put a bunch of tomato paste, water, red pepper flakes, and you have to get the good lentils. That's really the problem, is finding French or Italian lentils to use.
That's very hard, because you can get the hard ones like I did.
Yeah,
and
they're
they
not
take
as good.
forever to cook, and then even you eat them, they're hard, and then they make you get a lot of gas.
Yeah, but these are like small French and Italian lentils. They're small and they're
Where did you get them
very
at?
nutty. I get them at this Italian market in Bensonhurst. It's called
Oh,
La Bella
I
Marketplace.
haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, I kind of live close enough, but I
Yeah.
have to get a bunch because it's annoying
Well,
to
next
go back.
time you go, you'll get me some. I give you the money.
Oh, don't
but
worry
the
about it,
lentil
yeah.
beans, and we usually have them for New Year's.
Yes.
We usually, that was Italian things, that have those lentil beans on New Year's, and we had torta, the cake.
Torta.
Yeah, you know how to make torta, don't you?
Well, the torta I know how to make is a bread.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the pan at home.
Well, we used to make that. So it was a very good. I didn't forget. The only thing I didn't like, we had to do the fish on
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't care for fish that much. Not all kind of fish.
I see. I like the fish.
Yeah, I like the shrimps and the, and
Yeah.
the lobster. I can eat the fish, but if too much bones, I'm too picky when it comes to that. So, folks, you learn how to make some Italian lentils from Umbria. We say Umbretto, don't we?
Umbria.
Umbria. I remember Umberto. That means when somebody come from there. Umberto, like you come from there.
I don't know. You probably
Your
speak more Italian
your
than me.
Italian is old. My Italian's so old I can't speak it. If I speak to young Italians, they won't even know what I'm saying.
I know. They say it's changed.
It changed. The Italian changed very much. And there's not no more old songs anymore. They modernized American songs. And I remember when they was changing, they started taking American songs, changing them into Italian.
I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
This past year, okay, what was your favorite New York parade that you were in?
Ooh, all of them was so beautiful. I thought I was in a parade yesterday when I went to the park.
Oh.
Oh, you missed it. It was the park over there. Oh my goodness, they had. Matter of fact, I put the film up already. That's why my throat is so sore, because I've been yelling all week. But the best parade I went to, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh God, that was the last parade I went. No, the one before this, the one I went with me and Chad. Even though this parade was beautiful, I don't know, Check. Which parade was better?
Probably, I mean, they were a blast. The dance parade was a little easier just because it had a little bit more room on the float, right? Since the float broke down for the Pride Parade and they never showed up, but we had fun anyway, so, you know.
Where's the float?
I don't know, whoever had the float never showed up, basically.
I don't want to. I don't want to get into that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think there ever was a float.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
we're actually contemplating during the off months the possibility of constructing our own, so.
That would be fun.
That would be fun, because she like to build like me. Coming from the background, we builders.
Yeah,
we
well,
could
I
build
mean, it's
Yeah,
not
we
too
do
hard to build.
construction. That's why when people telling me how to do something, when you lived Italian, you had to learn everything. They
Yeah, and it's not
they
that
treat the
hard to
girls
do.
like boys.
It's not that hard to do, and I mean, let's face it. I mean, it's like it save a ton of money that we can spend.
It's
on
good.
other
All you
things.
just get some plywood, real strong. But no, what's that material you get that water can't go through and you can't punch through it?
I don't know.
When you're building a boat or something, what that material called?
Fiberglass.
Plastic fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Just get fiberglass.
Yeah, probably fiberglass, and I can't weld aluminum, but I can put together conduit, so we can build the steel frame pretty easy, you know.
Yeah, let's make a king
I
and
know how
queen.
to weld also.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
but
I-
where?
Let's make a king and
I can
queen.
do steel, just not aluminum,
Uh-huh.
because
Let's make a king and
aluminum's
queen
tricky.
float.
But where are we going to do this?
We'll put it in.
It's got to be pretty big. Right there on the street in the
Middle of the
turning
street.
lane? 'Cause
Just leave the flashers on.
oh, do you have a backyard?
Yeah,
Oh, well, boom.
we'll put it right. We got enough room to put it in the
I don't know
backyard.
about all that. That backyard's like a postage stamp, so there's probably that's probably some of the logistics part of it, I suppose. And it's the devil's
We'll
in the
find a yard.
details,
We'll
right?
find, because they have fields open somewhere. We'll get a field, crash in a field up there in Midwood. They got fields. I used to go hang out in the field. You don't have to pay nothing to go right up there and hang out. And you ever been up there in them fields?
What, to the parade ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go there.
You can go there and hang
Wait,
out.
what park were you at today?
No,
Yesterday?
no, that was down on Fort Greene.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, another
But-
thing to look at next year is like
Too far
event
away.
booths, so we can actually have booths at the events too.
What do you say?
Next year, that's another thing we want to look at too, is the event booths, because it's like they got quite a few events throughout the summer that you can have a booth at.
Yeah, they got. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, we're back, folks. We're gonna take you to a little music, and don't forget, I'm gonna be giving you some psychic readings later on. So hold on. Lazo, big up to you down there in Florida, enjoying that nice weather and enjoying that good life. Big up to you, billion always, and Professor. That's right. Dr. Douglas, I know you're going to call in tonight and bring us some tea. And I'd like to say shout out there to Tanae Jackson. She has some goodies on Diddy. Ooh, when I go on the break, I got to find out what that goodies on Diddy. Some new stuff is lawyers quit. You know about that, don't you?
I know about a little bit of it. And I heard you guys talking about it last week also.
Yeah, but this week is something new going on.
The
there.
new thing I don't know.
He on a plane going away somewhere. I'll find out on the break. But,
It's not funny, but
But I know my girl out there knows, and that would be Professor. I'm calling her Professor now, Dr. Douglas. Don't forget to call in. And like to say, shout out to my girl out in Chicago. Big up to you out there. She was part of King and Queen Radio, Michelle Daniels. Big up to you out there in Chicago. Okay, so many people want to thank you. If you're writing us now and you're thinking about, you could call us 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. Back to the music.
through the rain and snow. There's an oily brine, bilge water baptism waiting below. That's just the way to slam against the topside sound. Don't let the ever-rolling motion go and get you down. Don't let it shake your steady thread-cutting hand. Keep stealing ribbons from the steel and giving hell to every halyard you can. In spite of all the wherewithal to fight it out, I'll embrace it all. When every day is like a war between the will to go on and a wish that the world would spiral into the sun. Turn your head toward the storm that's surely coming along. If the sun was always shining and our Lord always light, we'd be shaking like a leaf with every God-given night. We'd break under the weight of any pressure that was ever applied. We'll be ready when the straw boss calls. He's got an ever-loving bone to pick with one and all. Don't let his condescension get you down. Just have the strength to know you're wrong, and when you're right, the strength to stand your ground. In spite of all the wherewithal to fight it all, I'll embrace it all. And every day is like a war. You find no strength from your usual source. There's no peace, there's no rest. Your fortitude's feeling put to the test. And every day is like a war between the will to go on and a wish that the world would spiral into the sun. Turn your head toward the storm that's surely coming along. If the sun was always shining and our Lord always light, we'd be shaking like a leaf with every God-given night. We'd break under the weight of any pain that ever came in this life.
Wow, wow, wow. Ooh, it's hot. It's so hot. That music's beautiful. Thank you, DJ. It is so hot. And, you know, we are here and, whew, I just feel like going to the beach. But it's going to the beach. Did I say beach? Oh, my goodness. And don't you just go to the water. We got a thing. So what do you want to talk about the beach?
Yeah, I was just saying, because of the lifeguard shortage and other, there's other reasons too. People don't know a lot about the ocean and ocean safety, I guess. And I mean, it could happen to anyone. That's no judgment. But because of the lifeguard shortage and other things, people have been drowning. Now 4 teenagers already this summer.
Yeah, my condolences going out to those family, those Muslim family out there, the Muhammad. Condolence going out to that family.
Yes, our
lost those 2
condolences.
girls, and the other family too. The lost, and even a man drowned in a pool. I almost laughed. I didn't want to laugh, but you know, when you first read it, a man died in the backyard in a pool.
Oh.
You're saying, how is that possible?
Maybe drugs, alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was that the drunk driver that ended up killing somebody doing
Oh,
that?
that's sad.
Oh.
Condolence going out to all my people in the LES, because I'm from the Low East Side. So all the Low East Side is in mourning, and it's just sad. The Low East Side is in Manhattan. And yeah, the man just drove into all the people sitting there. Okay. Hello, caller. What gone, girl? Hello? Hold on 1 minute. Let the man get the hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hold on 1 minute. Are you there? Not so clear. I'm waiting on him to get the sound up. You there? I'm waiting on him to put it up. I can hear you very low. I'm waiting on him to get the. Hello, you there?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you clear now. Yes.
All right, let's get
Hi.
the big stuff
What
started.
gone, girl? What gone? Let's get the tea on. And I got Juliana.
big
Juliana is here.
Hi.
And so.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, loving the show, loving the topic.
Okay. So tell us now what you got in mind for us this evening.
Ooh, I got a list of juicy details, honey.
Oh, well,
First and foremost, let's start with the hottest topic, the presidential election coming up.
Okay. Let us hear.
Now, this is one of the biggest, I won't say biggest, but one of the elections that we all need to really sit down and come as a collective and vote. It matters. We are pressed for time, and we need to organize our vote as people and what we would like our future to look like for the next 4 years. Although I feel like both candidates are evil and means us no good, one is better than the other. And I would have to say, Sleepy Joe is better than Trump.
Okay. Well, you really changed Sleeping Joe. I like that one. You really changed your mind. Because I couldn't get you off of that Trump there because I started you off with Trump. But then I had to think about it. I say, this man is mesmerizing the world. And he's very good at it. And most dictatorship people can hypnotize the world some kind of way. They have a technique with words and how they use the words and the actions on their face and demeanor they shows you can really hypnotize people.
It's true, and I think a lot of people have been brainwashed, unfortunately.
Yeah. And they will go after you. Like he said, it will start a war because he already put it out there with hypnotics, if you understand hypnosis. And so people will follow up to it not knowing why they're really doing these things. But I know people don't understand that, so you have to understand that, be very scientific.
Or spiritual, in a way.
Yeah, spiritual. So,
Right.
Sleeping Joe is the man in. Sometime I believe he not sleeping, but he's partially acting. She laughing. Because I believe he acted. I want to say it's an act. Because you know some people are very good at what they do. And at the last minute, Sleeping Joe can fool you all. And just switch things around. You better be careful of them, like they used to call them in the old South, the old buzzards. Because the old buzzard can switch up on you. You could think they, you know what I mean? Remember, they wise. And they're very good. They're very good at playing the fool. And I think, so what do you, I want to ask my manager on that. What do you say on that with the, you think Sleeping Joe is acting?
There's not a single president for the past 150 years that hasn't belonged to the Bilderbergs and the Trilateral Commission. Henry Kissinger went and met the Canadian Prime Minister, and the way he introduced himself during the Carter's reign was, "Hello, Mr. Carter is not the president of the United States. The Trilateral Commission is, and I represent the Trilateral Commission. This election is not real. None of our elections have been real ever. The same people own all our presidents. Period. It's a fact. I have the paperwork. It's proven.
Whoa. I ain't gonna argue with that, but because we understand that everything, there is someone controlling everything, which I can say is the Vatican across the water.
Oh, one thing I will say, if you want to vote for somebody, write in David Schweikart. He is Republican, but if you watch his stuff, which I play a lot of his stuff before my show, he actually cares, and he knows that this country has a deliberate economic collapse coming, and he's been trying every single day to try to get people to realize what's going on, and he has a plan to keep the economy from collapsing, and it is designed to collapse, and soon.
I think all politicians are liars.
Okay, well,
There's no such thing as an honest politician. They'd get
Exactly.
eaten alive.
So, yes, they're acting. I think they're all
they're
acting.
acting.
Yeah.
It's an act.
Although I really believed Obama, I gotta say. He was such a well-spoken president.
Oh, God, he could speak. From the first time I heard him, I didn't even know he was the president before president. The man had such an intelligent way of speaking.
He's so believable, and I guess we'll never really know what goes on inside his head. And there were a few things when it came to the war that I wasn't happy with, but I thought he was a wonderful president.
When you want to bring the country back for a little bit, Trump is a better man because he know business.
He knows his own business, but he doesn't know the business of the middle class and the poor. He's a rich, greedy slum. He was a slumlord in New York City for how many years in the 90s, 80s and 90s? Right. I mean, I was a kid then, but this is what my dad tells me, and that's what that whole show is about. And he wasn't paying his taxes. I mean, does he know business? He knows illegal business. But does he know business for the poor?
Well, that's what New York need right now, some illegal business to catch up. You know, we come from illegal business. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
But see, this is why people like him.
At least with illegal business, we got money in our pocket.
This is why people like him, I think, is they think he symbolizes this kind of like old school mobster way of doing things. However, for me, as a woman, I could never respect myself voting for him because I believe in pro-choice. I believe women
pro-choice
should have their... And not just women, but people of all genders should have rights. And he doesn't seem to think that. And the people he put in, you know...
So what do you say, Mrs. Dum Dum? What do you say about that?
Yeah, where is she?
I think, so I was going to vote for Trump. I had a change of heart. But after this past week, I've been looking at videos. I've been hearing factual statements. And I do not like Biden, but I'm going to lean towards him for the simple reason he's a walking mass destruction. Just on Saturday, they had a march in downtown Nashville called the Patriot Front, and they're saying these are KKK and they're Trump supporters, and that rung a bell in my mind. When Trump was in office, he had some people running down the White House. Do you remember that day? They tore up the White House, and no one got arrested until probably months or a year later.
January 6th.
That's that's in the Republic law that you may not have heard that at the beginning I said he can't do no wrong. And once if that law is real, then that means anything he get in there, he can dictate, and you can't do nothing about it. That's where dictatorship come in.
It's true.
Project 2025.
So
that's another reason why I'm not voting for Trump.
So I don't know what to say about this country.
It's just confusing.
You said it's
Biden, I feel
confusing.
like Biden's going to lead us into a war. It's like neither of them are good candidates, and I'm still wondering if Biden is going to drop out last minute and Kamala is going to become the next president. That might be a realistic statement I'm making.
I was just saying that.
Yeah, but I
before.
want to know what happened to the Kennedy. What happened to the Kennedy that was getting ready to run?
I had no idea Kennedy Jr. was even running.
What's his name? I forget. John? Another John? Mike? I don't know. He had some weird views, though, I feel like, that I wasn't a huge fan of. He was saying something I didn't like. I don't know if it was about what it was about. I don't know. There's no answer, I think, for what we need most. Or I haven't seen the answer yet.
Well, I know one thing. The young people is the one going to have to decide. And trust me, you put Trump in there and he don't come with the right thing, be ready for this country to go into really a bloodbath. Because the young people will not take foolishness. You're not going to take away their freedom, and you're not going to take away their rights.
I know, yeah.
So
I
you're
trust
playing.
them.
He can pull that on older people, but not these young people, not the ones now coming up. So both of them heading for a war right within the country. That's a bad thing to say, but that's what they're looking for. Miss Dum Dum, what else good on the menu?
The diddler. The diddler is selling his funky house for $70 million. He committed all that crime, and the house is only worth $10 million.
Oh,
Now, which devil is buying it? And where he off to? Don't he got court soon?
He on his way out the country?
He going to where Russell Simmons is trying to hide?
But the thing about it, they didn't take his passport away. See, this country is something else. If
This
you and
country
I
a
went
joke.
there and did something like that, immediately they confiscate
You'll
your
be in jail. Forget about taking your passport. You'll be in jail until your trial, but 'cause he's so rich, you know, he can pay his bail.
With justice, are indivisible with justice for all those who can afford it.
Okay. So, well, he'll go to a country, we'll accept him because he got plenty of money already if he got it stored away. He wasn't a stupid man. So you got to realize he already got the money and set up already, like Michael Jackson did. He got a place somewhere he ain't got to worry about nobody. So everybody worry about Diddy, they better get their own life together. That's how I look at it. Because Diddy wasn't a fool. Knowing what he was doing and all the cameras, it tell you right there, he'd already got that money stashed it long time for his safety. That's why he don't care. He just worrying about his kids. The only way they can get a man like that, you go out of his family, because those kind of people, nothing hurt them. They got no feeling, none. So, Ms. Dum Dum, what you have to say about that?
Man, just go. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of seeing his drama, and I'm tired of hearing about him. He could go on head out the country. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, we do got bigger fish to fry. That's amazing too. So what else on the list?
This is something personal, but I think all women are into high-end designers, or is it really luxury? So, Italian investigators did some investigation maybe in the last week or two.
Oh yeah.
And discovered, you know the brand Dior?
Yeah, for $59 they buying them and selling it for all them. Oh, you know I
Production
keep.
cost to make the bags is $57.
Yeah,
and they're charging
$57.
people $2,800
Yeah.
for these cheap bags.
Well, you should know
And
that
they do.
anyway. First of all, when you're in the high class bracket, now let me talk from the high class people, I lived it. you know, first of all, that things cheap. It's your name. The bag, you could buy the same bag in another store, but the name on it represent you. And if you a person of class, you're supposed to be able to buy this bag and not cry about it, complain about it. That's the bourgeoisie way of doing things. Ain't that right? Yes. I come from that Italian, so I know we had to live that type of life with the style and all that kind of. That's why I ran away to live in the hood, because I got tired of trying to compete. You know, you're working all your money to impress the neighbors, to impress your lawn has to be better than the next lawn, and you have to have better curtains. I had to get out of that. I had to go.
My family was never like that.
Well, I come from
Somehow.
them like that.
Yeah, no, I know many Italians who are like that, but I'm not like that. You can see what I'm wearing. I wear the same clothes every day.
That's why I wear the same stuff, because I was so, my mother, oh, you have to look like this, because I don't want the neighbors to see you outside. Oh, my God, that is a disgrace.
Yeah, I guess my mom said things like that.
Yeah.
But I never listened.
Well, you had to listen, because they was old. They would hit you. They was very strict in putting you to study, sit in a chair and stay there and study for 2 days, 3 weeks.
No, 2 days, 3 weeks.
Oh,
no.
God.
My mom didn't hit me. My dad was crazy.
I had to learn the whole Webster dictionary. That's why nobody can pull no words on me, because I would know what they're talking about. I had to sit there. If I didn't learn that dictionary, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Oh, that life was a hard life. I had to run away. I had to head for the hills.
What was the best thing that you took with you when you left?
Well, I still took those ways, because even though you think you ain't got them, you find yourself doing them.
Like you keep the house very clean?
Yeah, I keep all that stuff too clean. You got to have this, got to change this, got to tear this down. You never know. You know.
You really are. You do a lot of changes.
Because
I walked in, it was a whole new joint.
I can change it 3 days, just tear it down. Say, that's come from that old training. Things has to look perfection.
I'm looking around now. You don't even have a piece of dust. Not even in the crevices. It's crazy.
Well, you got to live that. You got to live that way. What else, Miss Dum Dum, you got out there for us?
Most important, and just to add something to that, I'm glad that information came out. I knew this from years ago, but this is a message to the youth, not to have low self-esteem because you don't have so-called name brands, because luxury is an illusion. It's not real.
No, It's not real. Everything is made of everything. What you buy, a box, they could take a box and put a name on it, and the box cost $1 and sell it to you for $1,000. And just because it's got a name. But my people used to steal other names, fake names, because that's where they get these people these fake things, because they used to take them and just put fake stuff. So folks, so anything else before we go, Miss Dum Dum? You didn't go to no party?
Oh, yes. I want to send a love and light to everyone who was affected by Hurricane Beryl in the Caribbean. I heard it's going through Texas. I don't know if it passed through yet, how severe the damages were. But shout out to everybody in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Grenada, Trinidad, everywhere it affected. If you can help, send some donations. There's plenty of volunteer and donation drives in the city. You can drop off some goods, look it up on the internet, and just keep them in your prayers.
Wow, that's beautiful and well said. And our condolence going to all those families out there, Caribbean, because we are a Caribbean program, and we do support all the Caribbean islands out there, folks. So do go to legit places where you know it's legit and the people are going to get the funds, because a lot of scamming is going on now, and this is the time they do scamming. So with that said, we're going to leave you with some music, and then I'll be coming back with a little psyche energy. And thank you, Mrs.
All right, have a
Dum
good night.
You
Nice
too.
to meet you.
Okay.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Folks, I'm gonna take a little break and do a little networking, and I will be back momentarily. Okay, stay tuned, and don't forget, Sister Dobong, you got any problems in your life, going through any issues right now, you need my help, give me a call. That's 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. Let a friend know about me. And big up to everybody listening now worldwide. North Carolina, I see you. South Carolina, I know you out there. Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and everybody out there. You want to get some shout outs before we go on that break?
No, I think you said it all.
Okay.
Just praying for everyone in need.
All right, love.
From all boats, rock it up. Me draw from me slip, not the cocaine. Left it up. Babylon, now watch me run big things from long time. Time, yeah. Burning, hustling, smuggling, planting. I bear weed, me deal with and me not touch hearting. Soon done you chatting when the war start feeding right now. Now time will bring. And now you have to choose. If love's the game you lose. I'm taking one last chance of falling to the gangster blues. Gangster blues. Gangster blues. Gangster blues. Gangster blues. Gangster blues.
don't look back. Acting like a king amongst thieves, giving you the crumbs so you keep on believe. Half a century later, they still won't release all that they have stolen. It's a fact. With poverty, they try to control. Handing you the shovel to dig your own hole. Promises are better, you keep being told. Tell lies, tell lies, tell lies. When we realize, open your eyes, separating truth from lies, trying to survive. When we realize, open your eyes, separating truth from lies. Turn on the news, we're open humanitarian crisis. The poor and the weak, riches on your good, we never help to defeat the rising waters and the scourging heats. There's no reason why some should be left down in the gutter when all have been blessed. Use to satisfy yourself. We will make sure you should never rest. When we realize, open your eyes, separating truth from lies, trying to survive. When we realize, open your eyes, separating truth from lies. Yeah, we wake up and we still pray. It go better for us someday. In the misery we stay, oh. Keep believing what them say, oh. I am tired of this way, oh. I'm just fighting to survive. Trying to survive. Will we realize? Open your eyes, separating truth from lies. Trying to survive. Will we realize? Open your eyes, separating truth from lies.
telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know things go down. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brothers and say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There've been times that I thought I could last for long, but no, I really know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Yo, for real.
Sto che horte si interrussen wieder da. Ein Wodka für den Herren und dann schreien wir Hurra! Morgen, komm nach vor!
I can see it from afar. Yeah, I know the signs. I've been hiding from the light, blinders on my eyes. You know I try to live a life that really wasn't mine, but I lost my mind. Hey, had to have a taste just so I could know. It's all it goes down the rabbit hole. Do what I know, try to lose it all. Baby, tell me why I can't comply. Let the rain fall down. I wanna satisfy my soul. No, I'm not gonna lose control of my life. Let the sun come out. I wanna feel it on my skin. Let it wash away all the pain from my mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to find a door, had to find a way. Through the darkness and the storm, I couldn't let it sway. I stumble and I fall, but still I walk the line. I try again and again, but I mess up every time. In the middle of the night, somewhere on the road, I'm counting on my blessings, never let it go. No matter what you throw at me, you gon' see that I won't back down. Let the rain fall down. I wanna satisfy my soul. No, I'm not gonna lose control of my life. Let the sun come out. I wanna feel it on my skin. Let it wash away all the pain from my mind. Oh, let it wash away. Let it wash
behind the four walls of this prison where I am permanently incarcerated. This is an apology letter to my daughter, Aziza. Aziza, please forgive me. I am sorry. I'm sorry, please forgive me, Aziza. Forgive me, oh little Aziza. Don't know what happened, Aziza. Aziza, 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 my daughter. Aziza, Aziza, forgive me, Aziza. Aziza, Aziza, forgive me, Aziza. My dear daughter Aziza, I am so sorry it took so long to apologize to you. But I believe that it is better late than never. Aziza, you know that I've always loved you, cherished you, and worshipped you. When you were born in 1977 on that beautiful
All right, folks, welcome back. And we got Juliana back here. And she want to say before she go, because she have a long way to travel. And I'm going to let her go home now.
It's not that far away. I'm just an old lady.
Yeah, she is an old lady. She at a certain hour, she has to have her beauty sleep.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, some people can do it. I don't know. I can go all night long till 5 in the morning.
Wow.
And the show will go on until 5, and I will be up with the African team. So, are you going to join us? You'll be back next week?
Oh, yeah. Well, next week is the 15th. Yes.
Yeah.
I can come back. If you'll have me. What an
Yeah, I'll
honor.
have you back. I'll have
Okay.
you back.
Okay.
All right. So, folks, Juliana, what you got to say to them out there?
Well, we didn't ever say the thing I wanted to say about the ocean safety, so I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah, would
end
you
with
do-
that since
yeah.
it's so hot out and people are
let's
going
t-
to the
let's
beach.
Let's say that.
So, when you go to the beach, always make sure when you get there, look out at the ocean. And where the waves aren't breaking is actually the more dangerous place to swim. Where the waves are breaking, it's going to push you right back to shore. But where the waves aren't breaking, usually that means there's a riptide, okay? So
Wow.
you want to avoid that. And you can see it better when you first get to the beach where you could see, you know, everything.
So, when it looks real smooth and clear,
Not good.
that's the danger zone.
Very dangerous. That's number
Okay.
one. Number two, if you do get stuck in a riptide, it's almost impossible not to panic, but don't panic if you can. And try to swim parallel to shore, because if you keep trying to swim straight to the shore, it's going to just suck you back even further. You have to get out of the riptide. So to get out of it, you have to go parallel to
But
the
that's
shore.
been very puzzling to me. You're turning yourself sideways to try to swim
It's like a channel. It's basically like an invisible tube, right? So if you're getting sucked into the invisible tube, you have to go outside of it instead of the same direction.
Okay.
Yes, so be careful. Don't swim alone. Don't swim when the lifeguards aren't there, as tempting as it may be, because it's so hot out. And, you know, stay in the shallow end if you can't swim, and cool off at the pool, or with the hose, or fire hydrant if that's safer for you. But
Well,
please
now
be
the
careful.
fire hydrants, if you're going to open them up, it's best to call the fire department first so you don't get a ticket. You can, it's not illegal, but then it can be.
Sure. Sure. They decide. They pick and choose.
Yeah, you know.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Be
I know
safe,
it.
stay cool, and
And,
I'll see you next week.
See you next week, sweetie.
But I'll call you.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you for having me, and thank you for listening.
Okay, folks, we're going to take it back to the DJ with some music, and I'm going to get ready for that good psychic readings for you. So stay tuned.
En estos putos tiempos reina el engaño, la corrupción. Políticos banqueros riéndose de nuestra indignación. Y es que son muñecos de mierda, imaginando nuestra defunción. Hartos de aguantar, dijimos, bajemos el telón. Probe sus armas,
I drew you closer to me to protect you and to guide you. Many became jealous of my special love for you. I truly don't know what happened when that demon took over my thinking and I started drifting to you sexually. Once I committed this sacrilege, it was late for a turnaround.
Population keeps doubling, the people keep on hurting from disease and terrorism and famine. Riots and rebellion, hate and retaliation, so much people are dying. It gets scary everywhere when world leaders just don't care. Violence against the ladies, while men are blinded by hypocrisy. Crime sucking the energy physically. It really affects all humanity. Surrounded by a mystery, causing wars, chaos, and catastrophe. Everybody. Physically, they keep on draining our energy. It all really affects humanity. Surrounded by a world of mystery, causing wars and chaos and brutality. So much catastrophe. 3,000 years of cruelty, and they call it their history. And for years and for centuries, humanity promotes brutality. Everybody sing this song, saying love will rule the world. Everybody sing this song, saying love will rule the world. Everybody sing this song, saying love will rule the world.
Give me time and your space. Make a lot for the place. I'm not gonna ever down for your love. Oh. I give you all that you dream of. I'm a than a good, she nice. She give me all the melody and vibes. I'm a than a good, she nice. Oh, give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving, that loving, that loving, yeah, 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 yeah. Give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Give me that loving, give me that loving, yeah, yeah. Some of them are young, some of them are snitching. She be my melody, I've been searching. She's the girl I've been searching. Yeah.
I'ma get Eminado. She fine past 3, mommy, what out? I wish personality, they cause kata kata. Oh, I'm tempting to touch your body. Oh. If you don't know, you don't know.
Loving you is
black drop top Maserati. I'ma get shaky like that though, like a dad from your zaddy. So come rotate for your zaddy. Black drop top Maserati. Give me that loving, give me that loving, that loving,
Yes, yes, yes. Give me that loving. That's Christine. Our artist, Christine. You can listen to this music. Give me that loving. And that's right now on kingandqueenradio.com. Christine. Okay. Ooh. Good evening and welcome back to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. And you just heard DJ right now is Shay, the manager. Here is DJing and hosting the radio program, that one that does it all. So I want to give a big hand and a big clap for him tonight for doing such a wonderful job here on the King and Queen Radio. And my host, she had to get home early because, you know, traveling at night as a woman is not so great on Flatbush Avenue, so you have to leave out much earlier. So anyway, shout out to her and her family. And shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight listening to us. Don't forget you can go to sisterdubong.com, and there you'll be able to find everything about me. sisterdubong.com. So in case you can't spell it, Dobong is D-O, bong, 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 B-O-N-G. Simple. Sister Do, D-O, bong, 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 B-O-N-G. sisterdubong.com. Check out the pages there. I have some simple remedies that you can just do in your house and make things happen for you. Yeah, you can do in your house and make things happen for you and be happy. So we want you to feel comfortable, and you can call me Sister Dobong. That's 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. Don't give up. You know, it's such a situation that so many people are going through changes in love right now. And it's a sad thing because what the Spirit is telling me, people really is forgetting the word how to love, how to be in love, and how to stay with somebody honestly. Because right now what's going on in the world, temptation of the look is deceiving everybody. Temptation of the look. And I'm going to explain that from the spiritual aspect, how I see things and how you being tricked and fooled. I don't want to say nothing about the devil. I don't want to use no terms biblical, but I will say there's forces and there's bad energies and there's things that making people forget to love one another. And by me saying that, what I'm trying to say to you, people are so in vanity, in vain, that they're in love with themselves. And they're so in love with their looks and themselves. But did you ever think that the look that you're looking at, somebody is looking at that same look that you're looking at, and not looking at you the same way that you're looking at yourself. So now, when you're so caught up in yourself, now you forget about love because you're so in love with yourself. How can you love another person? And see, society is teaching you to only love yourself. But yes, you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. But it's a degree of loving yourself. Don't put nobody before you, because it's always about you. But you got to remember, if you want to be with someone, you got to put them beside you. Not over you, not under you, but beside you. And if you can't do that, you're always going to live a life of sadness and not happiness. And I hope you understand this, what I'm teaching you and what the Spirit is saying to you, because vanity and falling in love with looks can deceive you very badly, and you'll never have no one. You will always live your life looking for looks. And what happens as the person get older and they start aging, what are you going to look for? What is going to happen to you when you start olding and getting older and the makeup start looking wrinkle on your face? So what I'm trying to tell you is love yourself, but also try to find someone to love you from the heart. That's H-E-A-R-T, that love you from the heart and not from their looks, because the looks will deceive you and you'll be alone the rest of your life. Everybody wants somebody to look good, but what look good for you is not looking good for the other person. Some people like people fat. Some people like people short. Some people like tall, dark, light, different colors. Who are you to judge what the other person, in your eyes, what you perceive to be good looking, in the next man's eye, they not looking at it the same way. Now you have a university out there's television. All that is deceiving. What you looking at Beyonce, other people not seeing the same thing. The hype behind commercials, the hype behind the forces of vibration make people see something in a person may not even be that person at all. That's a perfect example, P. Diddy. What happened to everybody love P. Diddy so much? How did your love stop? You loved in him regardless what he do, no matter what he done, no matter how bad he done. You will still continue loving him. You won't like what he done, but you will continue loving him. So you see where looks, love, and deceiving can be, you can deceive your own self. So what I want you to do, learn to feel a person's heart and stop looking at their face. Because maybe that heart will outdo the face later on, and you'll have a true person with you. And not to judge anyone, but I've seen two mental people be together and live happy ever after. And they together in their own world, and they just as happy while you complaining. You got a normal person, and they not even caring about your normalness. Well, what you have to say on that, manager?
Well, there seems to be, I mean, everybody's under this mistaken impression that we're here to be happy. We're not. This is an initiation. This is where we learn how to act like an adult in the higher realms. So the search for happiness is like, it's a deception. You know, it's like you're here to, basically from the second you go in to the moment you go out, the big slap that takes you to the next level, you know, it's like the ass kicking is pretty much the most, it's more consistent than taxes. You can get out of paying your taxes. You ain't going to get out of it, the ass kicking his life hands out, right? So obviously that's the purpose. The only reason a loving parent would put their child through that is in order for their child to learn a very, very important lesson, thus the purpose while we're here. So It's not so much as looking outside of yourself for happiness, so much as it is learning to accept, the things you cannot change and the courage to change the things you can. As a very, very, very wise man it's once said in a prayer.
And you absolutely correct in that. And that's why I'm saying beauty is in the eye of a beholder. It's not in the eyes of everyone like television. Television is marketing you who they are making money off. Don't mean that person beautiful at all.
Television steals your power.
There you go. So you looking at someone on TV and you adoring them. You going crazy. Like Mrs. Dum Dum said before, you're going and get this pocketbook and they paying little or nothing and you paying all this top dollar for it. Well, it's the same thing in choice of television looking at a star. When that star go home, all that makeup come, you ain't gonna even want to know that person.
I was gonna say one time I was looking at a Playboy and the girl had her poop hole airbrushed out. So I mean, to compare yourself to a standard of somebody that doesn't even have a poop hole, I mean that's kind of an impossible comparison, isn't it? Airbrushed straight out, no defects.
So what happened again? And I like what you just said. You're falling in love with effects. And once you fall in love with illusions, and
reality, it pretty much lets
when
you down.
reality set in, then you don't want the person no more.
Yep.
You never loved the person. You love was the reality, the illusion of the person.
The airbrushed perfection.
Okay, airbrush perfection. I like that. Wow, airbrush perfection.
And starvation diets and liposuction, right?
Yeah, and is that the real person? No.
No, because
and
it's
you know, when
entertainment.
you do all this stuff to yourself, you looking good for yourself. Are you looking good for the television where the stars have to look like that to sell to you?
Yeah, look at like your porn stars.
If
They're
they didn't
getting
look the way they
ridiculous.
look, you wouldn't buy their product.
Precisely. That's Hollywood and materialism for you, right? It's all about looking good, power, control, and excitement.
Power control, but the reality, now if Trump want to catch people, all he got to do bring his red hair back, look like a rooster again, and I guarantee you he will pull that same audience back. Did you know that? Because everybody be talking about him, and he mesmerizing them, and they voting for him.
Well, he's a fulcrum on which they will use to start a civil war. That's his purpose. That's why they hired him, and that's what he's doing.
And he will start it because he didn't put his clown outfit on soon, but he gonna put it on. You mark my word, and watch how people talk about it, and don't know the same time you're being hyped up to vote for him.
Even if he loses, it'll still initiate the civil war. They've already set that up with their hypnotic suggestion in the media.
So now I want to ask you a question since we on the topic. Do you think the foreigners here, can they force them to go into war?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if they resort to press gangs, right? You remember back in the day, they had I don't think they had them here, but it's like a lot of countries. It's like during wartime, if you're a fighting age male and you're hanging out on a street corner, it's like a truck will pull up and a bunch of soldiers will jump out, gapple you up, stuff you in the back of the truck, and you're in the army now, baby.
Yeah, and that's exactly true. So you want to stay out the army, folks, you better get in college and you better show. And as young people listening to this, I would suggest you enroll in college and in school.
Yeah.
Because if you're not in college and school and they don't see your name registered, you'll be the first one they're going to pick for war.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, it's coming. I mean, it's sad to say, but like I say, there's 50 countries in conflict, which means there's 25 on each side, basically, relatively speaking. And that's conflict that's considered open armed conflict, i.e. war. And a lot of them are, in fact, in Africa or, up there on the Silk Road because it's a heavily contested area.
And by the way, you want to tell the people your show is tomorrow night. What is your show going to be about?
All right. So tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, it will be a rerun of episode 1, which was a reading of the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. And that'll start at 8. And then at like 8:45, between 8:45 and 9, the new episode will start, which is part 3 of the Lost Book of Enki. And this one will cover Babel and what happened there. And Babel's like the combination of those two is very significant, and I'm not going to give the plot away because there's actually a plot here, and the saddest part of it is of course that plot involves us in real life, but it all does tie together, and it's hard to think that what happened in the obscure myths of Babel has relevance today, but if you think about it, Babel was when the division of the people by confusing their tongues and changing their cultures came about, right? So,
well, we want to thank everybody who tuned in with us tonight. Big shout out there to you. And I hope you was drinking plenty of fluid with this because of this weather. The air conditioner making me sick. It's this constantly air conditioned, this fake air, really don't do me good at all.
I can't sleep very well with the fan going all night either because it's loud, and I'm a very light sleeper. But what the hell you gonna do,
Okay, folks, you wanna stay tuned because we are live and we want you to. I guess they decided to turn my phone off. It didn't turn off on its own, but I guess.
Yeah, we do recommend going to our website to watch it, just because we own that, and thus we don't censor ourselves.
There you go. So kingandqueenradio.com, you'll hear us live, and brookenstation.com. And don't forget tomorrow's show. The name of the show is
Preceding Clarity, based on the principle, one of the principles of spiritual growth, the final one, which says conflict precedes clarity.
All right. Now, you folks out there, I hope you're ready, and I'm ready to see what I see for you going on, what's going on in your life. And I'm picking up on a Gemini out there. And someone who's a Gemini, you may have to visit the dentist, do something with your mouth. You may be having problems with your mouth. You may be feeling like something, nerves, or having a lot of pain. It's time for you to visit the dentist. That's very important. Gemini. Also, what I see with some Geminis out there is you're going to find yourself in an uproar, or may find yourself in other people's business. Even if you don't want to get into it, they may push their business off on you, and you get involved with the situation. So what you want to do is get far away from them. Anybody who come around you complaining, you want to stay away from them because they involve you within their situation, which can create a big problem for you later on. Sagittarius, out there, all Sagittarius, right now it's a very good time for you to meet Aquarius. You and Aquarius will do very good working together, especially as business partners right now, and you'll be able to earn a lot of cash. I do feel a vibration on you that you both may even wind up in a relationship, which can be marriage, a long-term friendship. So that's in store for you. I'm looking at Leos. Leos is right now is your lucky streak to do whatever you want to do, to feel pleasures and to go out, meet others, and don't keep yourself closed in waiting for people to cater to you, because this is not the time. They will not cater to you and you'll find yourself very lonely. So since you are a lion and you like activities, this is the time for you to call up someone of old time friends and get together with people and put away a little bit of your vanity and move forward in the position that you can meet people and constantly make connection. This is a lucky time for you, very lucky for you Leos financially. Virgos, you may have an issue now where you really just want to be yourself and really get away from people and go into your own world. So this is a great time for you to do meditation, to put yourself in the position where you can own something and feel good about it. Also enjoy your own self, taking care of yourself a little better and focusing on what you want for the future to come. And don't let other people influence you at the moment because you may have a little weakness to you. Okay, Cap, I want to take this sign here. Taurus. Taurus, you're very interesting. This is your time to really get involved with crafts, arts, go to libraries. You may want to go to things that you don't ordinarily do. You may want to volunteer some work in some nursing homes where people may need someone to look over them. This is a very good time for you, and you're going to have what you want. And I feel, don't get yourself emotionally upset with no one. Keep yourself positive, and I think your spirit is moving in the right direction. Furthermore, go visit kingandqueenradio.com, and you want more horoscope and lucky numbers, visit sisterdobong.com. D-O-B-O-N-G, sisterdobong.com. There you can find more of the horoscopes, lucky numbers, and much more things to come. I want to say a shout out there to Valentine. Big up to you, Valentine, out there. And I also want to say to King and Queen Valentine out in Staten Island. Big up to you as well. Part of the King and Queen staff. With that, I'm going to take you to a little music, and then I'll be right back.
No trust, just lust. So disgusting, everyone knows love is just dangerous. Maybe we should take a walk. I don't care, just somewhere far. It's just you and I, a magical night. Enjoy the time of our lives. Tell me how you really feel. What is true and what's not real. Whatever you like, I got it inside, and I'll be that man for you. And I promise you this one thing, when I give you the diamond ring, we do it for real. This love ain't for stealing, no. No trust, just bust. So let's let it go right now, baby. Everyone knows love is just dangerous. No trust, just lust. So disgusting, everyone knows love is just dangerous. Maybe it's the moon and stars. I'm feeling like I hear your heart. Ra-pa-pa-pum. It beats like a drum for me. Baby, just give me the call. I got the guns and the doors. Wherever you are, I'm never too far to protect your heart. I promise you just one thing. When I give you the diamond ring, with all that we got, you couldn't do that. Can't tear us apart. No trust, just bust.
am a child without you near. My strongest love reduced to fear. For when you're gone, I'm a severed soul. My poor heart bleeds from a gaping hole. Love, please don't leave me evermore. With you I see what life is for. If you should go, where would I be? There would be no joy in life for me. Lord, lift me up from this corner. Let judgment day declare my worth. For if my love should not harm me, by death alone would I be free.
Give praises unto Jaja every time. King of Give thanks and praise to Jah. He rules us forever. Yes, I am. Give thanks and praise to Jah. He rules us forever. The rain that fall, the sun that shine. Give thanks and praise to Jah. The breeze that blows and tree that grows. Give praises unto Jah. You white, you black, you slim, you fat. Give thanks and praise to Jah. I know He is the one who will remain living forever. Give thanks and praise to Jah. He rules us forever. Give thanks and praise to Jah. He rules us forever.
And now we're coming in. We have to give thanks and praise to the King. Tops onto the mountain. We have to give thanks and praise to the King. Eyes is a flow just like a fountain. We have to give thanks and praise to the King. Emperor Selassie and Empress many. We have to give thanks and praise to the King. Say Jaja our strength. The omnipotent ever living and magnificent. Jaja our shield. Tell you say His Majesty is real. Everything done sign and seal. Say Jaja our light. Tell you say it have to shine bright on the hypocrites and parasite. Jaja our rock. Forward ever never look back. Make we chant it again from the top. Zion and a side.
Give thanks and praise to Jah. He rules us forever. Give thanks and praise to Jah. Jah rules us forever.
So long, adolescence of the frightened soul. You're entering the ritual. Lay down your every fear upon the altar shell. Prepare to play the man's role. Lay me down on Sacramento ground. Lay me low in times of woe.
Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, folks, I've been screaming and yelling and just having a great time. The, okay, we got a phone call. You want to call in, folks? The number is 718-253-4239, and that's 718-676-0820. Again, 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. Okay, hello, caller. Okay, well, if you want to call back, you can call back. That's 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. Okay, you're listening to King and Queen Radio. We're live. And as I was saying yesterday, my throat is wore out from the yelling and screaming. I went to the park yesterday. It was so hot. Oh, my goodness. And Fort Greene Park was a very good scene. I enjoyed the scene, even though from the past people say it's changed. But I look at wherever there's music and time change. And I know a lot of dancers and a lot of, I don't think it affect dancers at all. And it definitely don't affect DJs because we have to keep up with the time. Again, I want to say a shout out to all my LES out there. And condolence going out to the whole LES family out there. We are in mourning. And I want to say a shout out to everybody out there. Let me take this phone caller. King and Queen Radio. Hello, caller.
Hello, good night, D. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
You blessed. You blessed. That's, you know, when you can wake up above this earth, you are blessed. And always remember that when you get up and if you are above this earth, and you walking and talking, you bless.
Yes.
Yes, so what's going on? Tell us about the cartel scene.
I don't know what's much going on. It's like too many people are playing stuff. We don't really know what's going on. I don't even know when they want to retry, they want to do this, they want to do that. Everybody just needs to mind their business and leave what is to be alone. Leave that man alone.
So what have you heard last? What news is no longer news?
They saying about a retrial. They said he could possibly retrial and this and that. It's just too many. It's like too many many people talking. Mind your business. I keep saying that. If you were being in charge, would you like him to be in your business, talking this and talking that? I don't think he would have done half what these bloggers and all these people are doing. Because that's what's confusing. You don't know what's going on, you know?
One thing I got to say about the bloggers, the Jamaican bloggers and stuff, I don't understand how people cuss each other out so bad and talk about each other business and tell who man you was with. And we had some people here on King and Queen Radio and looked like they got into a fight and got beat up. And you know, you know, they used to be part way back in the day. And you know, going to each other's houses fighting and, you know, grown people. This is not people that's 20 and 19. These are 40-year-old women's.
Yeah.
What is going on with the community now that the Caribbean community, the women's out there fighting over men's and all that? What is that all about?
I guess it's just, you know, the new generation is just different. They just wild. They into everything, and they just don't have no care for, you know, for nothing.
So you found that things have changed too in the Caribbean community?
Well, I'm not saying the Caribbean community. It's just everybody's out there. They're into everything. Remember, there's a lot of different things. There's Facebook, there's Twitter. There's so many means of communication, parties, this, that. So the world has opened more to a lot of different things, you know. It's not like long ago you could hardly find a house party. You could hardly find somebody driving. Everyone's driving. Everyone is into everything now. And even after COVID, everyone has gotten into everything. Well, people finding ways to bring out their talent, open their own business, selling land, selling house, car. Everybody's doing something now, so it's nothing quiet no more.
So it sounds like a good thing, but how do you feel about it?
It's good, but then it's the way they carry on, you know. They just get out of control.
Now, I want to ask you something, because I brought this topic up early. Do you believe there's true love anymore?
Yes and no. I was listening when you mentioned that, and I'm not really going to touch it. I don't really get into people's business. I see people getting married and doing this and doing that. But like you were saying, you have to get somebody beside you to love. You just can't love yourself, because, you know, loving yourself is going to make you be by yourself. You know what I mean? You got to share.
It's
a 50-50 love. And you know, it's 50-50. You just can't be about you.
There you go. And that's what I was trying to express so hard, that you're letting this Facebook and this TV stuff fool you, and they're marketing, making money off of you, but at the same time it's manipulating you, believe in a fantasy world that's not real. In the meantime, you losing your house because you want your man to look like what you seen with the other woman out there, got some old fool, ain't her man. He's out there making money with her, showing off too, because they both scamming you and you can't even see it. And then later on, when they break up, you get crazy and say, oh my God, he done left her. I knew it. Yeah, they're making money. They got good money now. They never wanted each other. They both played a game. In the meantime, you falling in love with them, and you lose your house and your home behind these people. That's what I was saying. So many people love P. Diddy. What happened to the love now?
I still love him. I don't know for everybody else.
That's what I'm trying.
I just feel that everybody was there to destroy him, you know.
I like to hear honesty. Because
I feel everybody was just there to destroy him, Jay-Z, and half of Hollywood, you know. That's all you hear is this one gay, and that one did this, and this one. This is all the reason why people come around them, just to bring them down. Come on. You've been hearing stuff on the president, so come on.
Well, that's a reality check there. A lot of people go against you for saying that. But again, folks out there, and your life, I'm picking up on you too, talking to you. Your energy is good. but it's still situation parts in your life you got to straighten out. You're a little bit worried about little situations going on with you. Financial, it's going to pick up because that's been tearing you down. And I feel you're going to come out of that rut. I'm talking to you and I'm picking up on the spirit Yemaya. And she's saying to me something about silver and gold. And I'm wondering what she's trying to insinuate with this silver and gold. I know they got those glitter things, silver and gold. Maybe you need to get some of those silver and gold and offer it to her. So things can get better for you. And pray to Yemaya and ask her for a blessing. Because I feel your situation with the love is still there. The person still got love. But like I was mentioning before, sometimes people get lost. Once they get a little money in their pocket, they forget who was there for them. And it's an old saying. And I want you to remember this because a lot of people need to remember that out there. And I'm starting to give people a lot of wise knowledge from the old days. Because a lot of people forget about the old days. In the old days, them old people had advice, brought us to here where we at now. That God that you give, you can feed a person food for 3 years. I mean, feed them, give them a place to stay, treat them the best in the world. And they can go away, and I guarantee you, within 3 days to 3 months, they can forget you forever. And you can feed a dog one time, and that dog will come back to you and be loyal.
Well, with this case, I don't think it's the person himself. It's just a lot of people, a lot of haters around still trying to do stuff, you know. And they hidden, a lot of hidden enemies.
Well, the hidden enemies that person that you got, they are not hidden, they right around you. They just know how to play their cool. That's what the spirits say.
Yeah, because they the ones caused all of that. I tell you, from the time he opened that book, like he opened a book of spells.
Well, what I'm picking up, the problem, what a lot of people don't understand, people can dust your food. And he ate from the wrong hands, if you know what I say. That's why you got to beware where you eat at.
That's why you don't eat everywhere.
Just because you're eating in a kitchen, you don't know what that hand in that kitchen got set up for you, that somebody done paid that hand to dust you.
Yep, it could just jump off of that person. They let that spirit go on anybody's hand. And I kept warning him about that food.
And once they get that in your system, that's very hard to dilute.
To get out, yeah.
And that's the problem going on with him. And even if you try to tell him, when they get that, it's almost like a form of hypnosis too. When they get that inside their system, no matter what you say to them, they're not going to listen to you. So
that's why you don't trust everybody, and with them they trust everybody. Oh, when they have some people, when they have problems or financial, especially, they don't know how to handle it, and that's why you're still in the same place, because you're not mature, you're just ignorant.
Well, you got to try to get him and bathe him.
Bathe him with what?
Well, that's going to be hard to do unless you take a bubble bath with him. You know them old-fashioned bubble baths you take together? I don't even know if people do that no more. You tell that
bubble bath?
You tell that man to get in the bubble bath with you, he may knock you upside the head. Do people take bubble baths together anymore?
You probably got to go to what's that? The Poconos to do that. Unless you got a big tub.
You got to go to the Poconos to get in the bubble bath. Well, get his
In
behind
the heart shape
get him
glass.
get him in that bubble bath if you can, and you want to dress him while you're in there. Oh,
Huh?
I just picked up the spirit with Chango and Oshun. And you know, that's a powerful spirit right there. They say you get him in the bubble bath, they're going to take care of him. They're gonna clear his mind. But to get him in that bubble bath, you got to try to get him upstate. That's the whole trick. And when you get him in the bubble bath, it's best to put some honey in there. Ooh, honey. And the spirit say, make sure you get some coffee, because you want to make him be addicted to your love.
Put coffee where?
Inside that water, honey. You can buy some coffee. Oh my God, I'm just picking up the spirit, boy. Like what just say, go ahead, go get it. And you need to get some coffee and offer it to Legba, a Legwa. Put some coffee by your door and say his name 21 times. And tell Legwa to open up the doors for him so he can travel to your way and think of nobody but you. You got it? You do what I say and watch. I got a funny feeling you got some money coming to you. And I'm going to give you 900. And anybody play this number and don't send a donation to the station, I'm going to take it back from you. 900. And I know how to take it back too. 900 I'm giving out. And I want donations to the station because the Spirit giving it to me, and I will know who got it. 8 23 19 7 4 20. Those are numbers definitely coming out. And I want to give you a 6531. And I'm not repeating the numbers. So you have to go back and watch the show to get them. So those are your numbers. And this week I want you to put up for Legua 1 coconut. Leave a coconut at your front door for 15 minutes. Pray over it, whatever you want, and leave it at the crossroad. I want to see coconuts all over the town because he get ready to open the doors for you. I'm getting ready to bring something to you. The Spirit just hit. The Spirit just hit me. So make sure you pray to the Spirit. Legua. Eleugua. Eleugua. Legua. Okay. Somebody doing some work with the Spirit, oh Yah, and the Spirit say they're not bringing you what you want, so don't bother them because you're not an honest person. So that Spirit, whoever working with oh Yah, they say put the work out or they're going to turn it back on you. And that's coming from the wind spirit. And that spirit don't play. They can tear your house down. All right? And speaking through the Spirit, the Spirit are traveling through here to me now. The Kali spirit. A lot of people are using the Kali spirit and eating meat. You're not supposed to play with the Hindu spirits and eat meat. And they're upset. So if you're following Hindu rituals and eating meat, everything gonna turn upside down on you. So the Spirit say you had not eat meat and worship them. This the Hindu spirits are talking. Kali says people are misusing him and he's gonna take revenge. I see his tongue pointing out red, red, red. And I'm picking up on somebody who's got the Indian spirit. That Indian spirit is a very good spirit you got. You got to use it because it's going to help you in a court situation. But the Spirit tell me you got to get 1 feather, preferable a bird feather. When you get to the court door, You get in front of the court door, you hold that feather in your hand, and you leave it at the court door, and your case gonna get closed. Guarantee you that. Your case will get closed. I'm picking up on someone who's traveling and someone sitting you on a doing error. Be careful. The merchandise and stuff they give you is not real, and you'll get caught up in a mess. I'm looking at someone who's been doing some type of scheme, some type of money scam. And I'm looking at someone who you trust in the most is working with the feds. Be careful. You will get caught within 3 weeks. So if you know who it is and you feel that vibration and the person have dreads and light skin, I'm picking on somebody who's moving, and that's going to be a good move you're going to do, because that move is going to show you a new opportunity in life, and you're going to make a whole turnaround in your life, and it's going to be for the better of you. All right, folks, if you want to call me, because I can go on, the spirit can hit me and tear me up. I'm not letting that happen to me and drain me, because I got a show midnight, and I got to be ready for Africa is Awake, and that's 12 midnight. So Africa is Awake, and we'll be live on King and Queen Radio. So in the meantime, folks, call me 718-253-7273. And I'm going to be bringing on different hosts in a couple weeks. So if you got something you want to talk about and want to come sit in the chair with me, I welcome you to come on and we can talk. So you can come to my house and we sit down and we're going to talk, and we're going to see what you all about. So you want people to know who you're about? Give me a call. That's 718-253-7273, and come and sit down with me in the red chair and let's talk. All right, I'm going to take you back to some good music. Shay Bernard, our manager here, don't forget to call him. If you want to advertise, you need to advertise on this program, because I may shut you off for a couple weeks and go and only be coming from Africa. So my team out there says, come home and work with us a couple weeks. So you better send some donations. I'll be coming live from Africa. Okay, folks, we want you, Shay, given the number the number is on all over the place to advertise. Shay Bernard is the manager. Give them the number so they can call you for advertisement.
That would be 929-694-8741. Again, that's 929-694-8741.
I know you all listening to the show, enjoying the show. We are not going to beg you. Send donations and show your respect. Put us like we sitting on the street in the train station, and we bringing you a good show. I see people go up there and throw 30s and 40s. Them clowns just sit there and hit a bucket, and people throw donation. And here we are sitting in here bringing you genuine, honest information and bringing it good for you, and you're sopping it all up free and no donations. I want to see some donations coming in. I will go to Africa and stay in Africa a couple weeks. Okay, so donations, start advertising on this program. You're out there. We know you're out there. We want to see you advertising. Again, you can call me 718-253-72 or call the manager. Manager, what's the number?
929-694-8741.
And let me sit up here and talk about your business and expose you to the world and let the world hear about you and what you got going on. Because we love you all, but we're not going to just sit up here and pump out air and pump out information nobody's support. Love the numbers, but for some apparent reason, having a million people on King and Queen Radio it should be a lot of funds coming through the door. So we know you're out there. We see who you are. I know who you are. So send donations. And I do know you're hitting the numbers. And I do know because I check everything and they call back. So all those who got donations and hitting the numbers and not sending anything, I'm going to turn it back on you. So make sure you send donations.
Living see the nation through the people's eyes. See tears that flow like rivers from the skies. And where it seems there are only borderlines, where others turn inside, you should rise. You shall rise. There's disaster in your past, boundaries in your path. What do you desire when you live too higher? You don't have to be extraordinary, just forgiving those who never heard your cries. You shall rise. You shall rise and look toward the skies, where others fail in time, and look toward the skies, where others fail in time. You shall rise. See the nation through the people's eyes. See tears that float the rivers from the skies. And where it seems there are only borderlines, where others turn inside, you shall rise. You shall rise. There's disaster in your past, boundaries in your path. What do you desire when you live too higher? You don't have to be extraordinary, just giving those who never heard your cries. You shall rise. You shall rise and look toward the skies, where others fail, you will fail in time. You shall rise.
loving this. Whoa. What a great show. Thank you all the compliments out there and everybody sending the compliments. And we want to thank you. And we want you to get ready for the next show coming from Africa is Awake. And you're going to find out what's really going on with our African people, what's going on in the world of Africa. We only hear Europe, all the other countries, Eurasia, everything going on Ukraine. Very little news we hear about our Haiti and our Africa. And that's why I'm African as well. And I will be bringing it to you. Me and my African family and team will be bringing you tonight what's going on in Africa. Because you need to know. Because if you don't know what's going on in the motherland, I'm going to say that again. That's the main place, the motherland. The motherland go out, we all gone. Just put it that way. The motherland disappear, you can forget the rest of the part of the world. So the motherland is having problem. We need to know what's going on. And that's why you'll be listening to African Awake, 12 midnight, me and the team, Lot Sunday. So you want you to stay tuned on kingandqueenradio.com. We will be on the Facebook, but we'll be on Restream on King and Queen Radio Restream. We won't be broadcasting. We'll be broadcasting directly from the station on kingandqueenradio.com. That's right. We don't have to change nothing. I'm thinking we on the radio station.
No, just kingandqueenradio.com.
Right. We don't have to change nothing, do we?
Nope.
I forgot. I'm still living on 93.5 FM, where you just stay where you at. If you're on kingandqueenradio.com, download the app, by the way. We got Brooklyn Station. Brooklyn Station going to take you to kingandqueenradio.com. They don't separate them for some reason. I'm trying to get that separated. We just have a great time when we do this show. But words of a warning, we got a lot of airtime, but there's no airtime free for nobody. I don't care who you are. If you had airtime before, free is not anymore. Everybody has to pay.
It costs money to keep the lights on.
Everybody gonna pay. I don't care who you are. Not the airtime will go free by itself. So, folks, the rules have changed because people are not donating funds and giving anything, and food shows you's out there paying for it. So, since you want to watch food shows, then we'll let you watch food shows. If you want Sister Dobong to waste her time, come in here. Can't hardly breathe half of the time from this weather, and come here and help you and done worked all day along with clients and have to sit up in here, and you cannot donate to even help the workers here or give anything. You won't be seeing Sister Dobong. I gave too many years of my time free. No more freebies. That's over. So everything has to be paid for, because the lights, everything has to be paid. So do donate on the station. Do purchase. We all even have T-shirts. You need a T-shirt, let us know. You write us and we'll send you a King and Queen Radio T-shirt. Okay, anything you need, you got all the pages to write us and let you know. And thank you everybody for doing my pictures, over 1,300 likes. So I appreciate that. Okay, so again, it's so much I want to tell you. Shout out to my Bermudians family out there as well. Shout out down south, everybody in Jacksonville, Tallahassee, wherever you're at, Texas. We love you. All right, now they're going through something.
Yeah, hold strong, Texas.
Oh, God. Stay safe, Texas. We pray for you, but y'all are survivors. Y'all know what to do. Texas, God love Texas. I don't care how much them Texas people survive. They've been surviving. Louisiana and Texas, they get the worst of worst.
I was going to say they ought to be used to it by now. I mean, it's getting
You don't
pretty
see nobody
common.
leaving there. And California, you don't see nobody leaving for the earthquake. I'd be most scared to stay in California. But then look at where we at. We're on a peace of island, can go down anytime.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the first target if
So
they
you
ever
know what?
starts throwing missiles, right?
Live and be happy and stop letting people dictate your life. Love yourself, but don't overlove yourself. Learn to share love with somebody close to you. Again, I want to say big up to you out there, Dr. Douglas, to you. Dem, big up to you. And whoever else out there, doctors, nurses, lawyers, professionals, teachers, big up to you. And I have a condolence going out to LES. LES is my home. When I ran away from being Italian, the first place I hit was LES. And I stayed in the Low East Side until I wound up on the Upper East Side. And I stayed there. I went from rags to richness. So I always have to remember where I come from, LES. So shout out to my LES community, King and Queen Radio and Brooklyn Station. We mourn with you for the loss of all those good people just sitting in the park having a nice 4th of July, and come a fool to run you over. You just,
Somebody always got to be a dick about it, don't they?
you know, people just don't, they don't care.
No, they
And
don't.
there's no right place. People say you're in the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time. There's no right place.
No, safety's an illusion.
So all you can do is believe in prayer and always believe there's something better that can guide you and protect you. And if you have any problems, Sister Dobong, I have charms and things I can give you, crystals and lucky things to help you. So if you're having any spiritual problem, call me. That's 718-253-7273. Let your friends know about me. Call me 718-253-7273. I love to entertain. That's my pleasure and my fun, entertaining you. That's why you got to waste so many years not paying anything, because I love entertaining you. You're playing with my hobby, because I'm really a spiritualist. I love to do voodoo, real hard spiritual work. So you need some work done, you got the right mama sitting in this chair. I can take care of business, honey. And trust me, I can do what others can't do. Give me a call, Sister Dobong, 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. I guess I talked enough. I'm going to let you play it on into the New Year's.
Many shapes
We, the rest of you, set foot on this earth. I'll be the last one goes. I paid your Lord a visit when you nailed him to the cross. Crept in Caesar's mind like a dog. Of the fallen nations, yeah. I've destroyed great minds.
All right. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio. We getting ready to give you a good show. All right. I'll see you later on my Facebook, but stay tuned because we got a great show coming up right now. Lot, here I come.